It's time for the N.A.M. podcast, featuring your host, Neil Anderson.
Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. It's Neil Anderson podcast, and sitting here over at John B's house tonight.
Yeah, change of pace. All right.
He has air conditioning, and it's like 90-some degrees outside, so we're not going to sit in the barn where it's not air conditioning.
Yeah.
So, plus I was already out there sweating my butt off, recording some other drum
Neil's being productive.
stuff. So then I said, I'm coming over to your house because there's air conditioning.
Which worked out pretty well since I was supposed to coach rugby, but no rugby
didn't.
to be coached.
And then, that's what happens.
It's the damn crying shame. Kids these days, they aren't motivated. That's the problem. When I played, we had numbers, man. Like, we were worried about making enough numbers for teams of 15, not teams of 7.
I tell you what, the kids these days, they don't respect nothing.
They got no work ethic.
With their hipping and their hopping, and their bipping and their bopping. They don't know what the rugby's all about, you see?
They don't. Don't you talk funny about me talking about these kids talk funny.
Yeah.
Don't you
Nobody
see
wants to
what
play
I
rugby
mean now,
in
see?
95-degree weather in the middle of the sun.
Who doesn't like 95-degree weather?
Especially if it's
in the middle of the
volunteer.
sun?
Are we getting paid? Do we have a scholarship?
No, we're not even practicing outside. And
What?
one kid does have a scholarship.
Where is it? Is it in the...
It's in the turf room.
What? I'd come. It's air
Right?
conditioning in there.
Yeah.
It would have been warmer than what I just did.
It
I
would've
probably
been
did more
cooler.
of a practice than what you guys did.
Yeah, you did. You did. One girl was there. She practiced taking some kicks.
Oh my
And that was it.
That's what the world's coming to. There's all these probably these soy boys.
Soy boy beta cucks. To quote Dennis Reynolds. So yeah. How's your week been? You just had a birthday.
Yeah, my birthday was good.
Don't know if listeners knew that or not.
All weekend was busy. I had a show down Chillicothe there Friday, and that went well. And then Saturday, what did we do? We played at Port Clinton stage.
Played at Port Clinton.
The district stage, and that went well. That was a great time. That was our last time out there. And then the next day we were at the Bait House on Sunday. That was my birthday. I woke up, went to church, loaded up some gear for that night's show, went and got a pizza, ate that, took a nap, woke up, went to the show. Well, I opened some gifts too.
You
That
better
was
have
good.
opened some gifts.
Yeah, that was a good time. I got a couple new Steelers shirts, and I got some pie
You
from
did get
Dylan
pie.
and Lisa, which was very tasty. And I got cinnamon buns from my brother, which were also tasty. And I got so many more sweets and things. So people know me well. Like I get pie and cinnamon buns and peanut butter M&Ms and Reese Pieces and all this stuff on my birthday. And Steelers stuff.
And Steelers stuff.
So basically desserts and Steelers stuff.
Desserts and poop.
Yeah. Oh, come on now. I don't poop on the Browns, only when the Brownies.
I only poop on the Steelers for fun.
I know, but I only start giving your Browns crap when the Brownies fans start giving me crap.
Yeah, but you know I'm never serious.
Because I'm always going to root for the Browns in certain situations, and I always root for them to be good, because I want them to be good, because I don't want to, who wants to have a horrible team that you got to play twice a year? That's no fun.
Yeah.
Well,
who wants to have a horrible team that you root for every year?
Well, exactly. But you guys still do.
Yeah, it's true, because,
I know everybody's going to give me crap. Oh, you guys haven't been that good here lately. Yeah, but we're still
I was
better
going to
than
say, you guys are...
We're always contending for the playoffs or in the playoffs. But here recently, we've been rebuilding, Ben got old, and he got out of there, and we got Kenny, and kind of like, it's just like the last 2 years they've been doing certain things, and this year we got acquired a lot of missing pieces and
Acquired a lot of talent.
And,
a lot of necessary talent.
You got a lot of people coming into their second year now, like Kenny and stuff, and we know who our quarterback is. You don't have that, lingering over your head. You don't have, like, offensive line worries. You don't have, is T.J. Watt going to play or anything like that, like a contract negotiation.
Man. T.J. Watt's a damn beast.
Oh, my gosh. He is so awesome. But we got to play Nick Bosa this weekend, who is also he's like both of them guys. If you would have either one of those guys on your team, you're going to dominate. So Nick Bosa is crazy, but hopefully they get that contract done with him in San Francisco, because I don't want to not play San Francisco without Nick Bosa and beat the crap out of him. Then you get a bunch of people going, "Oh, you didn't play without Nick Bosa, that's why you won." Blah blah blah. You're like, what?
Yeah, that would be.
That's always what it is. So, like, I would rather have Bosa there. I always wish for everybody to be healthy. I want to play everybody at their full potential, because...
Right, you don't want a boring game.
Well, not that, but it's like I don't ever want that lingering thing where, like, you're always getting crap from people going, "Oh, yeah, you won that game because of that, and you won that game because of that."
Yeah, it was luck. Like, you guys didn't win it because you played it good.
It's
you
like
just
they're
got
all professionals.
lucky.
You made the 53-man squad. If you made the 53-man squad, you're a pretty good football player, man.
Yeah.
No
question about that.
So, I mean, just depends. But still, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
It's just... I just don't like that. I don't like when people do that. But, yep. But like I said, if I get the crap, I will be one to dish it out. And I am pretty good at dishing out some crap.
Yes, you are. You dish out the poop like a master. Like a pro.
We should start a poker game. That would be really fun.
We've talked about it before.
I know. Old Dusty Bob always wanted me to come over in his house and play poker, but I never really had time. He always wanted to do it on Sundays, and I'm like,
Bob.
Yeah, Dusty from the guitar shop in Fremont. He had a poker game going on. He always invited me out too, but
gotcha.
I never had time to go out there because I was always either busy or playing or doing something, and I felt bad. But I'd like to play some poker. That'd be fun, because it's always fun sitting around a table giving a bunch of guys a bunch of shit.
Right? I'd like to play some poker too.
And it's like, don't get angry about it. It's not there to get angry. You're there to
no,
just have fun.
No, it's there for just good old funsies.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're going to get angry over people giving you crap about stuff, then you probably shouldn't show up to this poker game.
No, not at all. If you get butt hurt,
yeah,
it's not your game.
Not your game, because everything is not true what we're saying. Everything is with love and sarcasm and
with love and
comedy,
sarcasm
and comedy to it. There's like nothing's like being real, but maybe a little bit of realism. Anyway, but I'm excited about football. So if you couldn't tell, I'm sitting here talking about football.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'd be more excited about rugby if people were showing up. That would be dope. Buddy. I've been excited about this possibility all year, and then it gets here, and I don't have players showing up.
Well, if you're a TU student and you're listening to this at all, then you need to show up to rugby practice.
Indeed.
Maybe we'll put this, I'll call up Russ and we'll put it on the radio out there. We'll put this show out there on the radio so they can listen to it. On the Dragon
I was just going to say, I'll have Gooker, I'll email a link every week so that they can hear this episode.
There you go.
And every week I'll talk about stuff the rugby team needs to work on.
There you go. It'll be like a rugby team interview.
What's the biggest thing our team needs to work on right now? Showing up.
Showing up. We don't have anybody to practice.
Like, we can't even schedule games because we don't have anybody showing up.
It's rugby, people. We need you here.
Listen, I know it's not no, like, soft lady sport like, other sports, but by God, show a little backbone. Play a man's sport, a gentleman's sport even.
but don't you have people signed up to play?
Yeah, dude, we even have one kid that's got a damn scholarship, and he's not even showing up.
Well, that's pretty lame. I mean,
I know, it's not cool. I told the guy that's in charge of the club sports so that he, if the kid doesn't show up, I would just assume have his goddamn scholarship, that thing, pulled. I mean, he gets a scholarship to play and he doesn't show up. What the hell? That's some shit.
right.
Like, hasn't showed up to anything beyond the team meeting. At least the other two guys that said they were going to play have been at least one practice.
Monday, Labor Day. What'd you do on yesterday?
It was a real lazy day. I spent most of it cleaning, and I'm not even finished. Like, the vacuum cleaner battery died before I got finished with sweeping the living room, so
Yeah.
I got to bring that back over, finish sweeping, finish doing laundry, do my dishes. But I got started, so just got to finish it. You know what it is. You know how it goes.
Oh yeah. It's always nice trying
I
to
mean,
finish something.
For the love of God, you've got so many children. You're constantly cleaning.
Yep. It doesn't matter. Every day you could clean the same area.
And it'll never stay clean.
Nope. Because somebody come in and then they throw crap everywhere.
How'd that go again? I love it because Layla actually sounds a little bit like that
it's
sometimes.
like a Stitch running around my house. You're like, oh my gosh, I can't deal with this. Like you look one way and they're back over here and they're like, what's this? And you're like, oh Lord, no. Don't put the toothbrush into the toilet. Oh gosh. Okay. No, mustard doesn't go there. Oh gosh. Okay.
No ice cookies. No ice
reach
cookies.
Into your oh, you got poop on your hand. Why would you reach into your diaper?
It's
Oh,
fun with
gosh.
feces.
Now you gotta get a
They
tub.
talked about it
Now
on the
let's
league.
just-
It's fun
let's
with
just-
feces.
Let's just get a tub. Yep. Because, I got 20 minutes to kill. Why not? Huh. But you know what? You do it because you love them and they're so cute. They might torment you and they might cause you a little strain and time and stress a little bit here and there. But I tell you what, man, you look at them even after they cause you all that stress. You set them in the tub and Layla will look at it and be like, you're like, you little turd.
Yeah.
So
Layla is
you
adorable.
get over it pretty quickly whenever they look at you like that, and you're like, okay, I guess you're all right.
There's no denying that your youngest is adorable, and she knows it.
Yep, she's a turd. And she's so independent. She's got that chicken wing to her.
That chicken wing.
Yeah, she like gets her arm out and she like swings it and she's got that shoulder going like she like working it.
Never really noticed that.
Oh my gosh. Especially when she's dancing, she starts doing it.
Oh, I could see her doing that when she danced.
Oh gosh, she's so funny. She's only about 18 months, 19 months now.
I'm gonna say she's got to be coming up on 2 years now.
She'll be 2 years in February. But yeah, she's a turd. She's fun. She keeps you on it. And Henry starts preschool tomorrow.
Oh snap!
First day of preschool for Henry,
One less kid in the house.
or as they like to call it, pretty school. That's my pretty school. I'm like, sure.
Henry's such a dork.
He's excited about that, so that's fun.
Pretty school.
Pretty school.
Getting ready to go to pretty school.
Yeah. It's a big thing going to pretty school, you know?
It is. It's the start of him becoming a big kid.
Yep. So he'll be there Monday, Wednesday, Friday till 1 o'clock. So it'll just be me and Lay during the day.
It's you and Layla hanging out, which
I think I'll just take her golfing with me and just strap her in the golf cart and we'll just go golfing. I'll put shades on her. She'll be like little Carlos hanging out all day.
I feel like she wouldn't have any problem with
No,
that.
she would probably love riding around in that, but I'd have to put a car seat or something in there because she would try to get out, or I'd have to, I'd just strap her in. I would feel too, yeah,
You'd have to strap her in for sure.
or hold on to her the whole time, which would be hard to do. Bring little clubs for her, those little like tiny types
So that she can-
plastic clubs so she can hit balls every once in a while when she wants to.
I was
her
gonna
hit
say,
a
let
few.
her like swing so you don't
Yeah.
even barely have to watch her.
I'll just get her going, put one on the tee, and have her hit one. Like I'll go up to my ball, and she can set her ball back down. I'll hit mine. She can hit hers, and we'll pick her ball back up, and I'll go hit mine. Because she gonna hit it 3 feet, 4 feet? You know what I mean? She might lace into it, get a good 12, 15 feet. Nothing I can't walk 10 steps and grab it real quick and get her in the cart and, all right, let's go up to Daddy's ball. Okay. Oh, that would be fun. Maybe we'll do that here. There's lots of golf to be had. I'm starting to slow down playing. I only got 2 shows this week, so that's nice.
Yeah. Get a little bit of free time. That's always
Yeah.
a plus.
Well, and that, you don't have to worry about all the practices and all the different stuff going on,
Yeah.
But I am starting to play at church. I'll be at church the next 3 weeks now, so.
So, you want to hear the best church drummer come to church in the next 3 weeks.
If you want to hear a really good band with a drummer that just plays to whatever they tell him to play to, then come to church and listen to the really good vocalists and the really good band with the drummer behind them. They make me look good.
It makes him look good,
They
folks.
do. I mean, you got good people like that you're playing with, then it's like it's easy to be like, oh, wow, he's good. It's like, yeah, well, everybody else is really good, so,
That's true. The better the people working with,
Yeah.
the better you're going to be.
Exactly. All the time, man. All the time. It's always a pleasure serving out there, man. Been doing it for a long time. With a lot of different people. Some of the same people, but there's been a lot of different people in and out. It was a long weekend. It really was. I was tired this morning.
It was
when I got
too.
up. I was like, dang. Oh, and Monday morning I went to Randavis's and put in a water heater for him because he had to work and the whole
Oh, yeah.
weekend. And
You
he
told
had,
me and old Drewby about that.
had to do that, and we got him all hooked up, and he didn't have any hot water, so he couldn't really get it done. So me and Dad went up there and threw it in for him real quick, and it took us about an hour and a half, 2 hours. It took us longer to light the damn thing than it didn't even install it. We're like, okay, it says we got to push this button in and wait till this light blinks, and that's what it said. But I'm like, wait a second, we probably have to just hit this ignite button probably, and we started doing that after about 30 minutes, and it's like,
Suddenly,
okay.
not a problem.
Yeah, just lit it and it got it going. We're like, so yeah, it wasn't anything to do with we thought it was like the gas, like we didn't have the gas on right. We're like, no, it's on, it's there. We had it on right. Oh, what's going on?
I always love when that kind of shit happens.
Because, clearly on the directions, it doesn't say anything about hit the ignition. It just said, just push in the button and wait for this light to blink. And once it blinks, then
Yes.
it'll be, and it said if it doesn't blink after 90 seconds. So you're sitting there holding this button in for 90 seconds, this pilot light thing.
Did you guys have a stopwatch and everything going to time it?
They were timing it, and it said if it doesn't work, you have to wait 10 minutes. So we'd turn it off, and we would wait 10 minutes.
Oh,
and
damn.
we turned it back on. We tried it again, and it didn't happen. We turned it off. We did it 3 times. It says after 3 times, get a hold of your, specialist. We're like, what the hell's going on here? So we just YouTube something real quick. We're like, just hit the ignition switch. So we're like, hit it, and we didn't even wait 10 minutes right there. We just turned
lit
it back
right
on,
on.
and just ignited it, and it came right on, and I turned it right up to hot wherever it needed to be or whatever. And I was like, son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
I was like, but you know what? I looked at the clock. I go, you know what time do we want to get done? And Dad looks at me. He goes, 11. I go, well, look what time it is. And it was 11 o'clock. I go, see? We don't have to be worried about this. This is what time we thought we were going to be done anyway. So we were going to be done about 35 minutes earlier than this, but, Sometimes life's funny like that, where you got to throw a wrench or two.
Where you gotta throw a wrench or two, he says. All right. There you go, folks. Life's lessons
That's a life
from Neil
lesson.
Anderson. Sometimes you just gotta
Gotta
throw
throw
that
it.
wrench.
Sometimes you just got to throw a wrench or two.
Whether it be at a person, at a thing, doesn't matter. Just throw the wrench.
And if you could dodge a wrench,
You can dodge a ball.
yep, that's right.
And if you can dodge a car,
What?
you can dodge a ball.
Well, if you can throw a rock, I hope you can dodge a car. Have you seen that video where the guy's throwing rocks at this car going by? And this car turns around, drives up the sidewalk, and blasts him. He flips over the car, and then just
No,
keep
I've
driving
never
down
seen
the
that.
road.
That's
I was
nuts.
like, what?
That is crazy
And the people
nuts.
videotaping from like up in their window, they're like, oh my gosh, they just hit him, you know? Because they were videotaping because this guy was throwing rocks, right?
Yeah.
And this car's driving by, and they're like, he's still throwing rocks. And he throws this rock at this car, and, you know, this car stops, turns around, gets on the sidewalk, blasts him. I was like, bro, you hit him with a car. He was
Nice.
fine. Like, he, like, flipped, and he, like, landed on his back, kind of like his butt and his back, and he got up, and he was, like, walking, kind of, like, stumbling away. I was like, oh, my gosh, how'd you even get up, dude? You probably just broke your back.
Yeah, that sounds intense.
Like, he probably hit him going a good 15, 20 mile an hour down the sidewalk.
Damn.
I know.
That's a lot of force hitting a body.
Right, he flipped him in the air from the front of his car, so he's like, bro. Kind of like what you're doing right now. John B's playing a video game right now. I think he's
It's-
playing Battlefront or something like that.
Battlefield.
Battlefield. There you go. See, I'm not hip with the...
No, he is not hip with games.
Not anymore. I don't do it anymore, man. The only games I play is like Madden and 2K and NHL, all the sports games and FIFA.
Which, like, outside of FIFA, I'm not much of a sports
I'm not
gamer.
much of a like war shoot 'em up gamer type of guy like that. Like what do you guys play? I don't even know. But I like Resident Evil and stuff like that, you know, and I like anyway.
the hell
But yeah,
just hit me?
I mean, I just like old school in it, and I like the sports games, and I mean, I end up playing a lot of like old school games anyway. A lot of Nintendo and Sega and Super Nintendo, and although I do want to get a new, I haven't got the Switch yet. I always wait till all the things turn to like 150, 200 bucks, then I buy them. And
Yeah.
then like a year or two later, the new thing comes out and it's $500, and then I wait 2.5, 3 years and it's 150, 200 bucks, and I buy it. Then 2 years later, a new thing comes out. So it's just like
Yeah,
every
like-
5 years, it's like a cycle for you. But
My
you-
next buy is going to be a PS5, that's for sure, because
Oh yeah, I'm gonna need to get a PS5 too, because my PS4 is starting to crap out on me every once in a while. God dang kids. That's why you don't have nice things.
it's true. You have too many kids.
It is. But when I was a kid, I took care of my stuff like that. Like, I still have my same Sega from when I was like in 3rd grade or 2nd grade. And it's like, how do I have this my entire life and you guys play it for like 20 minutes and you ruin it, you know? It's like-
Did I detect a little bit of resentment there, Deal?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, dude. I had Teenage Mutant Turtles, Hyperstone Heist,
Oh, yeah.
still in great condition. Now you pick it up and it's like the whole cartridge thing.
Yeah.
The thing that actually goes in and plays the game is it like goes into the cartridge and it just wiggles around
Right.
and you can't even get it in. I'm like, what happened to the game?
Oh, man.
I'm like,
That's
dude,
awful.
This is like a $40 game still, $50 game still.
Oh, honestly, no. If it was still like good condition and had all the stuff with it, it was probably more than
and
$30.
It was playable and it was playing just fine, but now it doesn't play really. I gotta like get it out of there and like pull it out and like kind of like squeeze it and put it in.
Squeeze it.
I think I just need
Just
to
gotta
take it somewhere and either have them fix it or trade it for a different one or something like that. Because they could probably fix it if they opened up the case and put it all back together.
Probably.
But I hate to ruin it, you know what I mean, if it's fixable.
Yeah, you don't want to ruin it either.
Because, like, you remember
it's-
last week we talked how they don't make those anymore,
Yeah. And that's like highly collectible too.
Right. It's like the arcade kind of looking one,
Yeah. It's the good expensive one.
Yeah. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm into now, is I play all them retro
Neil's a
games.
retro gamer. Dude, they have like conferences and tournaments for that. Maybe you should do one.
I should go do Contra. I've beaten Contra like 12 times in a row without dying all of my lives. I had so many lives, I just killed myself because I was sick of playing it. Because I beat it 12 times through.
And he has. I've watched him do it.
Just keep beating it, and you go back to the same first level, and you beat it again. You go back to the first level and beat it again. Yeah, I did that 12 times in a row. In one sitting. Because it's Nintendo. And you can
In
just shut
one
it off.
sitting.
And you just, you got the shotgun the whole time, so you're just, like, annihilating people the whole time, and you have, like, the most, if you get a couple of rapid, things, it's at the highest speed the entire time, so you're just, just, like, annihilating people. They have no chance. There's bullets everywhere.
There's bullets everywhere.
It's
It's madness. Absolute madness.
There's people call it the spread gun, but it's a shotgun,
It's the spread gun. It shoots nothing like a shotgun. A shotgun doesn't shoot 3 balls at 3 different angles.
I understand, but it's Nintendo, bro. It's supposed to be a shotgun, a machine gun, and a laser, and the other one's supposed to be a flamethrower, the one with the circles.
That's totally a flamethrower. How do you not see that?
How do you not see that? You can't see the shotgun with the spread, but you can see the flamethrower with circles coming out of a gun.
You're goddamn right. They make the curly Q motion.
Yep.
It's fire.
That's actually not a bad gun whenever you're first starting out, but it just depends on what you like to use. But of course, I always go for that shotgun and just spray bullets everywhere, and I know where every single person's going to spawn out of, so I just put bullets there before they even spawn, and they die before they even...
You heard it on this show, folks. Neil just likes to spray all over the place.
Yep, spray and spawn.
Spray and spawn.
That's probably why I got 5 kids, man.
That is a good point.
We're sad to hear, but we've been getting some news from Mom that she might not be able to go on this trip now.
Oh,
because of
yeah.
the fact that
She's been having health issues.
her blood pressure's been up here lately, and it's not a good thing. So it's not like blockage or anything like that. It's something. It's just weird. It's like, I don't know what the heck's going on.
But it still leads to the possibility of, a
Her not
medical
being able to
emergency
come.
while we're in the middle of nowhere.
Right. So we've been discussing how if she doesn't feel well, she's not allowed to come, even if she says she wants to come. Because I said, I don't really feel like carrying my dead mother out of the woods because you don't have the right medicine or the right this or that, or can't get you to the doctor at the right time and you die because we can't get you there.
Which, I mean, he's not wrong. I totally agree. One of the things I tell people all the time where it might be a situation that will require it, don't make me do any EMT stuff. I don't want to do any EMT stuff anymore. I don't want to have to remember that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So I hope she feels better. I hope she can come. But at the same time, if she doesn't, she's not coming.
Just listen to him. Like he can really boss his mom around about stuff.
Well, I can't, but about that, I'm gonna.
Which you should.
Right. Because, sometimes it's not worth it to do something like that,
No, the risk ain't worth the take or the cheese or
Especially because she's going to be coming out in 2 weeks later, and we're going to be out there camping anyway, so she's going to be out there with us later, and we can go on a bunch of walks out there later and actually come back to the cabin and not have to, sleep in the woods. But that's still going to be exciting. That's going to be fun. I think, I'll have my phone and stuff with us. I think we'll have to just record some podcasting while we're just walking. I'll just pull out the phone and we can just sit there and
Record an extra episode while we're out there before we leave.
I'll bring it back and edit it down off my phone. So the audio might not be the greatest like you're used to here, folks. Like the cleanest. You might hear some outside noise because we're walking or...
We're going to be in nature.
Yeah.
It's basically going to be a live show, but
Nature.
recorded. Did you get it? It's totally not a live show. It's exactly how we do our show, but, you know.
Nature live.
Nature live. Plants and animals are going to be alive around us, man.
Or maybe we won't even edit it. We'll record it, and if we have, which I doubt we'll have any reception out there because it's in the middle of freaking
hell
nowhere.
no.
So we're going out in the middle of nowhere in Pennsylvania.
Into mountains.
And it's actually like the highest point east of the Mississippi on I-80, around over there.
Basically, we're going to bear country.
Bear country. Bears, bobcats, beets,
Bazookas.
And yeah, so it's gonna be fun. It's
gonna be fun times.
Lots of cool scenery and mountains and rivers and all types of stuff, man, to look at. So
yeah, it'll be a good time.
Definitely gonna be a good time. Yeah, it's getting late.
'Cause yeah, he says it's getting late, folks, but he's a joke, folks. I got a nothing, folks, for this song.
Fun. I got a show this weekend at the Sandbar in LaSalle, Michigan, and then we're doing a wedding on Saturday. So I'm not going to give you details about that because I don't want you wedding crashing. Or do. Whatever. Find out somehow. Not through me. But anyway, thanks for listening. And we appreciate you guys so much. We love you. And we're going to go to sleep. So, at least I am.
I will be soon.
All right. Well, see you
Good night,
guys later.
folks. Good night, folks.